I decided to major in history because it gives us so much perspective behind, the kind of choices we make on a day-to-day basis. It gives us ideas on why society functions the way we do. And a lot of times history is taken to be, kind of dead or in the past, but it's a bit cliche, but it's very much alive, and it's behind every single thing and every single person and every single culture and society. For example, hawker center, the history of hawker centers is something we have in Singapore, which helps us to understand our national identity, helps us to understand, public health policy, and these are very, very insightful to both local and regional and even global history. I think I'm really interested in the history of Southeast Asia. One course I took this semester was Buddhism by Professor Jack Chia, and he's awesome. He's really amazing. He taught me about galactic polities, where how societies in ancient Southeast kingdoms were formed in kind of a reflection of the cosmos, like the mandala, and how it's based off Buddhism. So that was really interesting. It's quite a bit of a leap. Even though JC prepares you for university, for one, there's a lot more independence to your learning. There's no syllabus to follow. There's no, you need to know this finite amount of knowledge. Teachers are there to guide you, but they are not there to give you answers. And one part of it is learning to be independent in searching for my interests, in searching for my specialization. And that is just one aspect of university life when it comes to academics that students need to adjust and make the change. I think the adaptation has been smooth, but it's a jump nonetheless. In JC, you have teachers who give you a syllabus, who give you guidance nonetheless, but still definite things that you need to study, like this part of South Korea's evolution, or this part about international law, or something like that. But in JC, you kind of have the whole of human history to look back on, to study and to research on. So that can be really daunting, but that space gives you the chance to find your interests and to develop what really matters to you and what really matters in the academic sphere. I like to say that I have a definite career plan mapped out, but as many students do, I'm still working that out. I find inspiration from my professors. I find inspiration from residential fellows who live in the same building as me. For example, a museum officer at the NUS Museum. I speak to her and I try and get greater insight to what her job entails. And I realized that even though a career in history might not necessarily be what I end up doing, it'll always feed off the skills that I pick up in this major, like critical thinking and how to write well. Yeah. I think one part which is overlooked sometimes is the inquisitiveness. It's a curious mind, and that's very strongly tied with critical thinking, because you're pushed to keep asking why. Like, why is it you observe certain patterns, certain phenomena in history? Why is it history or narratives are formed in a certain way? And I think that kind of curiosity and open-mindedness is very important to take forward in the workplace, so that we continue to improve certain practices or the way that certain things are thought to be done.